everyone, welcome back to In Her Rubber Boots. My name is Katrina and today I want to share with you the largest free haul that I have ever found. It was so amazing. I still am shocked at all of the items that I found and how good of condition things were in. So I'll start with some of the little items that I can show you and then we can move on to some of the big items. So the first item that I found was this helmet. Just Car's helmet. It's not in perfect condition, but it is not cracked. The styrofoam is not cracked. So for the purpose that we'll use it for, which is probably riding a tricycle, it'll work great. And even if it's the backup helmet, it's really nice to have an extra helmet around. You'll have to excuse the fact that I'm like a mess because it is extremely hot and I have to turn the air conditioner off to film this because otherwise it's super loud. So I am dying over here. So I'll try and get through this as fast as possible. Next item that I got was this glass jar. I still need to clean it up, but I think it will be good for, say, something like maybe craft supplies or crayons or something along those lines. I probably won't use it for food, but I'm still happy to have an extra jar in the house for something. Alright, so this item might not be that amazing, but Levi loves it. And that is this horse. It's one of those ones that you can ride. The stick is obviously broken, but we own lots of that sort of thing, so we're just going to fix it, and he will be super happy that he can ride that horse. So the next item that we found is this hammock. I have no idea if it's really going to be of any use, but it was free. So if we can find a way to hang it up, it would be kind of cool. If not, I can always just give it to the secondhand store, but I definitely wasn't going to pass it by when it was free. So I don't know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you possibly knew that I had found a free kitchen set in the past for Levi. So yeah, I probably didn't need a second one. But this one here is much newer and in better condition and has more to it, more cupboards, a little microwave, and the batteries still work. Like, it makes a sound on the stove like water's boiling and the batteries are still working. It's crazy. It's crazy what people throw away. It still had the little phone, which Levi absolutely loves. That's a favorite part of the kitchen set. And even had a couple of random plates in it. And we just bought him a few new kitchen items for his birthday. So that was also perfect timing. And he thinks that it's super fun to play with this kitchen set. They were getting rid of a lot of these VHS movies. The thing is that our VHS machine, it works, but I don't know for how long. And we already own a lot of those. Plus, they're easy to pick up super cheap or free. So I didn't really grab that many VHS. We just grabbed a couple of classics, but I was very happy that they had DVDs for free as well. We don't own a lot of kids' movies, mostly because my 2-year-old doesn't watch any movies. He doesn't even watch TV. But I figure someday we're going to want to be able to have, a family movie night or that kind of thing. So it's nice to own a couple of family-friendly films. So we were able to pick up some for free. I mean, how awesome is that? So super happy with these. I thought there were some really good ones. So this next item you can actually see behind me, and that is this lime green table and chairs. It was covered in marker, paint, glitter, glue. Like, it was definitely an arts and crafts table. I didn't care that much because I thought, regardless, we can use it even if it ends up being an outside table. But I took a magic eraser to it. I got a whole lot of stuff off of it. Then my parents were over. My dad hosed it off. And my mom took like a knife and scraped off the rest of the glue and paint on it. And you can hardly tell that there was anything ever on it at all. So I wish I had a better before picture. Like, you can see a little here. But I honestly didn't think that we were going to get that much off. So had I realized we were going to get that much off, I probably would have, shown you a better before picture. But turned out awesome and was free. Now this is an item we probably didn't need. We already have 2 of these cars, so this is the 3rd one. But one of the ones we have doesn't have a steering wheel or anything. And this one's a little newer, so it's got a horn that actually beeps and that sort of thing. And with 2 boys, they'll probably each like having one that has an actual steering wheel and everything. So for that price, we did pick up another one of these cars, but we probably did not need it. I was also super happy to find this push lawnmower. It's just a manual one. I still need to get my dad hopefully to fix it up a little and see if it works properly. But because we have this little fenced in yard here, you can't bring the big mower in. So my dad does come over and uses the whippersnipper to, you know, keep the weeds down and that kind of thing. But I figured it would be handy to own one of these because it's definitely a lot easier just to use that. I was also really happy to find this storage bin. I'm using it for Levi's toys. I just thought that that was an easy way to clean everything up, but not too difficult for a 2-year-old to take the items in and out. So I've just got some kitchen stuff at the top, some tractors and other tractor stuff in the bottom too. At some point I'll probably organize it better, but it at least gives a spot where we can just throw the toys and they're not on the floor. And this other storage, I don't know what you want to call it, set of drawers, I've used it for preschool school stuff as well as some of my YouTubing supplies. And so that's worked out really good because it's hard to organize stuff in a trailer with no closets and all of that. So it's not maybe a beautiful spot where I'm keeping it, but it's out of reach from the toddler. So for now, it's going to have to work. So this is totally random, but they had this like craft your own crackers so you can make your own Christmas crackers. Who knows if I'll get around to it this year, but I didn't think it would go bad. So at some point, it might be fun to make our own, especially for the kids. Perhaps the best item of all, or at least for somebody who likes old things, is this rocking chair. I absolutely love it. It's not in perfect condition, but it's not falling apart. It's just missing one of the spindles on the back, and you can tell that people have kind of fixed it up a few times over the years. But to me, who throws out a antique? I mean, personally, I think it's worth some money, but either way, I'm happy. I am super thrilled that we found this, and it was probably my best find of all of the items. So this cow is probably totally random, and to the average person, probably tacky. But being dairy farmers, when we saw this, we were like, yeah, that's appropriate. I think almost all dairy farmers, at least the older generations, have a ceramic cow of some sort, either in their house or in their garden. So here's ours. We're doing our part. So I know you're probably thinking, where do you find all of this stuff? Like, where do you live that there's this many free items? It actually is just one of those things where you're just in the right place at the right time. This was a case of my sister-in-law messaging my husband and saying, hey, just drove past this house and there's a bunch of free stuff out there. You might want to go check it out. So we went over there and, you know, we had the kids in the van. We had some strollers in the back seat. I just thought, oh, you know, there's some toys or something. Little did I realize that we were going to pack the van so full that I was kidding with my husband saying that he might have to just walk home. Half kidding, because I would have just left him and I might have come back, but you know, I would have left him and taken the stuff home. So we had to rearrange a couple of times before we could even get the doors closed. There was that much stuff. This is Levi checking out the kitchen for the first time. For him, it was like Christmas because almost everything that we brought home was either kids' toys or something that he can use. So definitely exciting for the whole family. Funny enough, it's actually a quite distant relative, but a relative nonetheless. So that was kind of cool because we're not sure if perhaps the rocking chair could be something that's sort of heirloom. Either way, I'm happy with it, but it was kind of cool to find it from somebody who was actually also a distant relative. Don't worry, in case you guys were concerned, we did clean everything before we brought it in the house. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this free haul. I know I was so excited to have found all of this stuff. Hopefully I will find another haul like this in the future. But if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and join the community here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!